Hello, I'm back, and I'm gonna carry on looking at the upgrades and stuff. Weapons upgrade. Weapons upgrade. What's this? Oh, it's selling stuff. What do you have? Unique item. Ah, I've already looked at all of them. Thank you. And I have some experience points. That's great. Is that robot thing here? Ah, there she is.
Your ship's
Sup?
amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The ship's
The Normandy's a
special.
prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
Well, is it?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian.
I'm gonna try flirting with her. This is gonna be so funny. This is gonna be funny.
Ships are our most
Okay.
valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the
Take
way
that
back
helmet
to our
off.
original flight from the Geth.
I want to talk about something else.
No problem. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about her. I want to flirt, but I can't yet.
Tell me
Quarians.
about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of
Ooh,
course,
we
we
can't
also
have
can't allow our numbers to become too few.
more than one child.
If our
Okay.
population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
Ever heard of birth
In
control?
extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Let's just keep asking questions till we can like flirt.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in
I want to
case
see
of
what her
emergency.
face looks like.
To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
I don't think I will though.
It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Ooh, investigate.
I
You.
want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet.
Oh, okay,
No
okay.
ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Sounds dangerous.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left
That's
our
all
immune
good and
systems
dandy, but I want you to take your helmet off
By the
because I
time
want to
we
see what
reach
you
the
look
fleet,
like.
We are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Let's change topics.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I
Ugh,
doubt I can
can't
tell
flirt.
you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Like
I should go.
goodbye.
See you later.
Yep. Fuck you later. I mean, talk to you later. Field, examine. I can examine it and get some more. Yes. Engineer Adams. Can't talk to this guy.
Hey,
Talk to him
Commander,
there.
you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is.
Ooh, so it's not a bad
More
thing.
about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I didn't. I didn't. I wanted her to leave, but she didn't want to. Investigate.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Personal question. Stealth
Fill
system.
me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat.
Things
Cook us
have to
inside
be
our-
vented. Whoa, so
There's no
We're
way for anyone to
invisible.
detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks.
wow,
As
this
soon as
is
we
really
accelerate,
complicated and I
it's
don't give a
flare.
crap about it, and there's
Sensors can
already
pick up
10
our
minutes
location
gone
whenever we enter or exit
for a
FTL
load of
flight.
bull crap
But for
that I don't
short-range
give a
missions,
shit
our
about.
stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only
Fun, eh? Investigate. Personal
Where else have
question.
you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Goodbye.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So now I'm gonna talk to her again.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
Aw, you can't tell her that she's good.
See you later.
Oh well. Next time, we're gonna do the next mission and hopefully do something more interesting.